What's going on? This is Jay Leno. Hopefully I get the other guys in here. Get my cousin in here. I've tried to get in touch with the other guys. Gonna warning to those who have not watched this episode yet. This will include spoilers. You might want to watch the episode first. Holy fudge nugget, what's going on, Derp? Derp, did you watch see that final episode of Penguin yet? I didn't know if you was watching that episode or not, bro. It's uh, it's getting kind of wicked, Derp. I didn't take any notes or anything down. This is just immediate reaction. So prior to this, we did a stream having a discussion about episode 7. We all were wrong, and we have moments of being right as well going into this episode 8. The one thing that we were correct about was the people. Okay, all right, Derp. All right, Derp. All right, Derp. I didn't know if you'd be able to hop in here with me or not, but we can talk about it. So what I'm getting from this, so the people that died that we said were going to die have passed. I maybe I've spoiled like the shock value of Victor's death because I knew he was going to die this season. That was just like it's a matter of time, so maybe I didn't feel like everybody else did. Derp, let me know how you thought. He's Derby said Agatha ain't got crap on the Penguin. I don't know who anyone thinks Agatha's better than this. You got to immediately learn how to shut out people out of your life. If somebody actually would even fathom to think that Agatha can mess with this Penguin series, it's just. So I think I'm gonna be all over the place. This is not gonna be in order, but so this entire time I've been waiting for Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face, for the people that don't know. I don't think we're going to get Harvey Dent. I think that attorney that or that councilman or whoever's working at the attorney's office that Penguin was talking to, he's going to be in exchange for Two-Face. I don't think Two-Face is going to exist. I think he's going to use a bit of that storyline for that specific character. And I'm kind of in shock right now because Sophia is in the asylum. I don't know. They didn't like let us know what that letter entailed when she was locked up at the very end, and her guy Rush or Dr. Rush when he delivered the mail to her. But the look on her face, immediately was in like a dark place because she's sent right back to the asylum. But when she saw that letter, she had a smile on her face and she had some excitement. And hmm, I can't get my finger on what the possibility could be to put a smile on her face. But Sophia's not dead, and that's not the last we've seen her. Sophia's hot, guys. I have a bigger crush on Sophia. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Derpy says, I knew Vic's demise will probably happen because he has nothing to do with the comics. Exactly. It's like, how long are you going to string this character along? I know Bundle had an assumption that this man was going to possibly be Robin. I didn't see it. He had a very small role even in the Batman comics because he tried to hijack Batman's tire. So I knew it was a matter of time. I didn't know when it was going to happen. With her being in the asylum in her room, I'm trying to figure out who is going to somehow everyone's going to have to get broken out of this asylum. The Joker's in there, Riddler's in there, Sophia's in there right now. We may not, I don't know, maybe we won't get an answer to maybe the second or third episode. I mean, second or third, probably the end of the second Batman movie, or we'll finally get him in the third Batman film. There ha I'm only going to assume that since Batman 2 is going to come out in 2026, hopefully they've been developing another storyline to add on to this. But at the same time, we just saw the bat signal. So at the end of this episode, I don't know. So the Batman, so Commissioner Gordon finally puts up the bat signal. Okay, Derpy says, but I'll give credit to the actor who played Vic because he did a very good job the entire series. Yeah, I agree. I think Vic's character did a very good job. Okay, with his accent, hopefully he doesn't have a stuttering problem in real life. Could you see him playing Miles Morales in a live action Spider-Man? Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. Let me know what you think. Let me know. Let me know if you think Victor Aguilar could possibly play Miles Morales because he's obviously no longer going to be on the Penguin show. But I'm trying to figure out is Harvey Dent immediately eliminated from this series based off the events that have just occurred? I, I, I feel like that was supposed to be Harvey Dent. Maybe Matt Reeves is just he's doing something completely different. He's taking chunks from different comics. Sophia's not dead. I don't know who this little girl is going to be. I was thinking, based off of what I saw from episode 7, that Batman 2 will have a huge time gap, and which will give time for certain events to develop. So all these villains can run loose in Gotham, and we can get Batman and friends and a little bit of Catwoman. And I thought for a second it was going to be like No Man's Land, and Penguin was going to be a slight bit of an ally, but it's looking like Penguin is the villain for Batman 2. Okay, Derpy says, heck yeah, but I don't think they already have an actor. He says they think. Okay, you think they already have an actor for Miles Morales? Yeah, I think Victor Aguilar's character could play Miles Morales. Yeah, I could totally see it. He got that New York accent off, you know. Man, Sophia has done a wonderful job. Kudos to the writers. They have done an excellent job. Oh yeah, I did call it. If you go back and watch my discussion in episode 7, that Sophia was going to break Oz by revealing by having Oz and her mother confront each other about her son's death and Oz killing her brothers. I definitely called that one out. Now, I didn't get the specifics down on how it exactly was going to happen, but I knew it was going to happen. So I'm going to give myself a couple of points, and I'm going to tell Bundle, you were wrong, Leonidas. Man, I knew at a certain point with the all those families. Okay, I knew before I watched episode 7 that somehow the Gotham Police Department was going to have to get involved. I actually thought it was going to be Sophia that was going to use the Gotham Police to protect herself and not Oz, because they got control of these drugs. They got Bliss. I felt like Penguin was overpowered, and the only thing that Sophia could combat All those alliances that Penguin had was for Sophia to frame Penguin and to have the Gotham City police shut down all those drugs. And then I thought Penguin would get locked up in the season finale. And then eventually all the villains would come loose out of the asylum. But this director was in my head. Well, no, in my outthought me and came up with a more creative plot. I mean, like it was like it was like I was picking the brain of the writer a little bit, but the writer just came up with something way more clever than I could even think of. But here we go. Derpy says, I'm really hoping for Mr. Freeze, but I agree. The way they set up the ending of for Penguin, it does look like Penguin is the villain for part two. RIP that Arkham series that got canceled. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Well, Bundle had mentioned no. It was my cousin that mentioned in the prior stream that we have for episode 7 that it is rumored to be a Joker series that's supposed to come out. So maybe we'll get us a story that shows us the leading point to how he ended up going into the asylum. Because I mean, this Batman 2 film is supposed to be it's probably going to be 2.5, close to 3 hours long, and I don't know if they want to spend most of their time showing off the Joker. So maybe there is another series yet to come. Look, is it complete? I mean, is Two Face completely canceled out? Could Harvey Dent still show up somewhere with the politics that's going on right now? Okay, RP. He said here that was debunked by James Gunn. What was debunked, Derper? You got to give me specifics, man. I'm going to go open up a tab right now on Google and see if we got any confirmations for any for. Let's see if they do have a Joker series. A HBO Max. Batman spinoff series reportedly in development for Barry Keoghan's Joker, and this is Screen Rant. Screen Rant isn't always correct, but sometimes they do have worthy information. Upward, what up? He says no more Joker. We're not talking about Joaquin Phoenix, my good sir. We're talking about a different Joker. Joker series. Yes, I'm about to pull up the tab right now. Because, I mean, right now, I got, so far, we've got Screen Rant. Let's read along. All right. Says here, the Joker is reportedly getting the Batman spinoff series. Barry Keoghan's, is it Keoghan's or Keoghan's? Clown Prince of Crime played a small role in the Batman's ending, appearing in Arkham's Asylum alongside Paul Dano's Riddler after befriending the main villain of the DC movie. The Joker was expected to play a bigger role in the sequel. However, a new report suggests that director Matt Reeves has a different plan in mind for the character, one that would include a TV series in addition to future appearances in Batman movies. The In Snyder has revealed that the Batman spin-off series focused on Barry Keoghan's Joker in the works, with a project set between the Batman Part 2 and the Batman Part 3. It has been made clear if the project is being developed for HBO Max. Keoghan's Joker would return for a brief role in the Batman Part 2 story to set up the spinoff. The report brings along some interesting possibilities for the future of the Batman universe, including Joker's role in the finale of Robert Pattinson's The Batman trilogy. Barry Keoghan's Joker series report comes at the interesting time. HBO's Penguin series is ending soon. Penguin offered a look into how twisted Arkham really is. Let me see if they got any sign. Okay, guys. Screen Rant is wrong though. Yeah, I don't always trust Screen Rant. I do not. I do not. It's not that valuable of a source. But not too far. MSN. MSN.com. It's a rumor. It is a rumor. The Marvelous Vision podcast via World of Real reports. Okay, it is a rumor though. It is a rumor that we will get a Joker series. They have to find a way to explain this, but okay, it's kind of like how I predicted, maybe two. So it's looking like Would y'all want to see Batman 2 focused on Penguin being the main villain? But I mean, technically, Penguin's got the streets and the drugs and the gangs behind him, and he's into politics, so he has to have a clean face about himself. You know what? As good as Colin Farrell has been in this film, I wouldn't mind seeing Penguin being a villain. But as far as physical combat, it's going to be what? Oh, you said you sent the link. I sent link. Variety. I haven't got the link. Uh, I don't see a link on this chat. Or if you want, do you want me to send a link? Derby. All right. So hold on, Derby. But yeah, so I mean, Penguin can hold it down, but that would mean that this will be another street level Batman film to where he's fighting regular people and trying to get to the Penguin. Would that be entertaining enough for you guys as viewers to see Batman like not go up against a combatant, a foe that he physically like he's not going to have a physical altercation with a challenge of a villain? I mean, technically, with Penguin being on more of the political side at the end of this final episode, Penguin may not be like creating scenarios and bombs. Penguin might be killing politicians to move his way to the top. Just look for Variety or Deadline. Okay. That's MSN. All right, so we've got you. Movie Web, News Bites, Decider, saying comic book resources. It's not looking like it. It's not looking like it completely. It's reported though. I mean, look. They're going to have to do something. Okay, it just may not become. It may not come within this time frame. When I say this time frame, it may not come this year. It may not have enough time to develop in 2025 unless they've been doing this behind our backs for a long period of time. But they just moved the Batman film to 2026. The other what was the other rumor? What was that? That Deathstroke and Bane series or movie as well. This got a 2026 announcement from Variety. You told me to look at Variety, and I'm about to put that in now. All right. So Variety does have Bane. So okay. So now I'm about to go to Variety, and you told me just to search. You told me just to search Joker. Put Joker series. Okay. All right. So before I do the Joker series search, okay, you guys can see what I can see. I still got my screen up. All right. So here we go. DC Studios is developing a film involving Batman's villains Bane and Deathstroke. And that is screenwriter Matthew Orton, Captain America Brave New World, to write a feature film that will involve Batman's villains Bane and Deathstroke. The project is still in its infancy. There are no stars or directors attached. Okay. All right, so I'm about to put it in. You said put in Joker series. Let's see here. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. What do you know? It's here. Oh, hold on. James Gunn says Joker TV series with Barry Coogan is not being discussed, nor has it even come up at this time. DC Studios Chief Coach, and this, hold on. When did this come out? November the 8th. It came out, yeah, November the 8th at 3:22. Okay, it says here DC Studios co-chief James Gunn is disputing multiple reports that have percolated across the internet that studio has been pursuing TV series starring Barry Coogan as the Joker, and the character actor originated a brief cameo in 2022's Batman. A Joker series is not being discussed right now at this time. The reports, which appear to have originated on an episode of Marvel Vision podcast, claim that Gunn and Batman filmmaker Matt Reeves were planning to bridge the Batman Part 2 and the Batman Part 3 with a purported Joker series in much the same that HBO's Penguin with Colin Farrell, narratively connecting the events from the Batman Part 2. Okay, look. All right, hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Deathstroke and Bane is correct. James Gunn confirmed that. Okay, what are your overall thoughts on the show? It's the best TV I've seen in years. Shockingly good. Sophia in that dress tonight when she was interrogating Oz had me weak. I promise you, Upward. I promise you, Sophia had me weak, good sir. I got a crush on a big eye crazy woman tonight. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. Derpy, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna hold this to my opinion because I feel like I'm on a roll for being slightly right and not as often wrong with my assumptions. Because I'm on a roll, and my Steelers won today in football. So my Negro intuition is kicking in. Technically, this would not be the first time a director who found the internet and its fan base nosing around for information and trying to spoil the film before it comes out and trying to redirect you away from what exactly the hell they're doing. Does it even make sense for them to just randomly throw Joker in the sequel without developing him just as much as they developed Penguin? I don't know about you guys, but the Batman film in 2022 was a great movie. But the criticism that people had for that film was they weren't connected to Riddler. And what it appears to be in that 2022 film, the Riddler was combined with Hush. So I could still be right that they're probably not going to give us Two Face. And that lawyer is just going to be not called Harvey Dent and be Harvey Dent esque. So far, it's looking like Penguin's going to be holding it down. We're probably going to get some sort of implication of Joker. And what the hell is Batman? Okay, when that's so that means when the Batman 2 movie comes out, that the film is going to start from when that back signal is that was up at the end of episode 8. It's directly going to pick up from episode 8. So we had that answered from 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 my speculation from our review from episode 7. All right, let's see here. Derby says, but the main focus is DC Studios and the DCU, the projects of Matt Reeves' universe is his own thing, but it's under DC Studios, not DCU. So DC Studios and DCU, are you saying that they're not going to be candid with each other? Oh, wow. What's going on, cousin?
I just finished it. Yep.
All right, so we've been bouncing around a little bit. So I'm gonna throw a couple questions to get your opinion.
Where's Bondo at?
I think he went to sleep. I called him 3 times, no answer.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I think that Penguin's going to be the only villain in Batman 2.
Oh, well, because when his girlfriend dressed up as his mom said, nobody's gonna stand on your way, then that's when the bat signal popped up in the sky.
Yeah, when I saw that bat signal, that's when I came to that conclusion because they have no confirmed series in between this time. They've just, I mean, they haven't even started on the Joker series, the rumored Joker series. Um, and I don't think we're going to get a Harvey Dent. I think that attorney is going to be Harvey Dent esque, so we're not going to get Harvey.
Okay.
I think it's going to be with what Bundle had said earlier that this is going to be like a more street level grounded, probably no CGI, barely probably going to get any mutations. It's going to be the most like human human-esque Batman, like real Batman with more realism. We're going to see people.
You could still like, for instance, like the Amazon show, The Cape Crusader.
Hmm.
If they were to do a Clayface, it would be like that.
So you're
So it
not
won't be
so
like,
you don't want to you're saying it could still happen.
yeah, you could still have fun elements in it and still be realistic and all that stuff.
Because,
Because
well, for the
yeah,
people that don't know, Bundle said that it would almost ruin the series if it would be kind of out of its way for it would change things if they bring a bunch of CGI and bring in Clayface, and he said it's a bad idea.
no, because you got to think about the style of it. The style is similar to how Batman the Animated Series was.
Hmm.
Had Clayface in the animated series.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like you picturing it like you're taking it out of the style, but no, they won't be taking it out of the style.
Well, based off of Matt Reeves' style, like what he's presented so far in film, that'll be going outside of what he's presented to us. Honestly, I don't mind it.
Yeah,
I
no,
yeah.
it can still fit his vision. You know
Derpy
what I mean?
said
But
Derpy says you sound pissed.
I sound pissed.
Hmm.
How?
I don't know. That's what he said. That's what Derby said. I do believe they said this movie directly leads into the next Batman movie. Okay, yeah, yeah. Um, so we were talking about your boo and how sexy she looked in those outfits tonight.
Sophia.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was looking good. I thought she was about to get popped, but he ended up taking her to Arkham again, which I'm excited because now we'll probably get to see her and do. I guess they'll do something with her with Catwoman.
Hold on. What's her connection with Catwoman?
That's her half sister.
I forgot that was her. Okay.
Yeah, I really like her character, so I'm glad that she wasn't the one that to go. But you got the ending that you want. You wanted to see Victor die by the last episode, and that's what happened.
Yeah, yeah.
So, were
He
you
didn't.
happy?
Um, I will say this: I spoiled it for myself, so it wasn't that much of a climax because I've been talking about it this entire time.
Yeah.
But I mean, he didn't have much substance unless they were going to turn him into Robin. I didn't see a purpose for Victor to stay to be dragged along that much longer in the series. Um, but I mean, one thing that I did say earlier in this stream is I think it was episode 6 that once Oz had got the alliance of all those gangs, I knew that at that time Mr. Maroney was still alive. Sal was still alive alongside Sophia at that time. I personally thought that Sophia and Sal were going to go to the Gotham Police Department and try and frame Penguin and their people and get them arrested so they could have the streets back. But it turns out that they used that for the season finale, and it was Oz that orchestrated that. So what I know for a fact is Sophia's bright, but she's not as well thought as Penguin. That's what I found out from this whole
Well,
series.
also Sophia wanted to get out. She didn't care.
Hmm.
She just
Okay.
wanted to have her revenge on Oswald for killing her brother.
Hmm.
But besides that, she don't care about like all the money and all that stuff and having control of Gotham. Like she don't care. She views that as her father's legacy, and she hates her father. So that's why
Hmm.
she burnt it all down because she was trying to get out. You know what I mean? She wanted to
Yeah.
start her own thing. You know.
And I'd also like to say I believe you were I'm gonna agree with you. I agree with you when I asked you that question. That it is a bad relationship to have with your mother. And then you called it. It was like a would you call it
Son, husband.
a son husband mentality.
Yeah,
That is definitely a complete toxic situation right there.
yeah.
But it's not. So they haven't started anything for this Joker series. It's not to say it's not going to happen, but they haven't done anything yet. And I don't think they're going to. I think it takes some time for the. It'll probably be after the second Batman film that we're going to even see Joker.
That's too long. Like I guess I don't agree with that because what they want us they want to deprive us for a whole entire year of content.
Yep. You better hope you get some Catwoman. You might get some Catwoman.
They gotta do something next year. Like you can't just
Yeah.
deprive us of a whole entire year without content. Like that's not fair.
I
Especially
think.
like since the show is doing so well. Like what you don't want to make money? Like what? Like I don't understand. You know what I mean? It's like the fans are interested in this, and so why are you I don't know, like seize the opportunity. Work. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to work no more.
Yeah. I'm trying to see here if I don't even think they're even fathoming doing anything with Catwoman because Catwoman darts off and then Sophia's there. So what you got any assumptions on what that letter or piece of mail that Sophia read at the end?
What it's about? Nah, I have no idea. I have no idea. But whatever it was, Sophia's pleased. And I love to see Sophia please.
Mhm.
Oh, oh, oh.
Within 3 hours, Comic Book Club and Screen Rant, of course, Derp, even Screen Rant got in on it. That they did set up a Catwoman spinoff.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, give us something. Give us something next
So
year. We gotta go
maybe
to
we get a
work.
Catwoman. Maybe we get a Catwoman spinoff. We haven't, I don't think too many people put that in their search engine. I could possibly see that being done behind our backs because I don't think Zoe Kravitz has been doing anything since 2022. Besides, because I keep up with my boo. That's my boo. Besides taking pictures on Instagram.
Yeah, she can work. Yeah, all she doing is watching her daddy work. So yeah, put her ass to work.
Her. I think she's still with Channing Tatum. I think she's still with Channing Tatum. But yeah, there's still that
I didn't know they
possibility.
were even dating.
Yeah, yeah, I was very disappointed, but I can't have them all.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you can't stand seeing a fine sister with a white man. Yeah, Channing Tatum, the white guy who thinks he's black. Yeah, it
I,
irks you. It boils your
I,
blood.
I wish that was the case. I was just as mad when I saw her dating ASAP Rocky in a movie. She was just acting, and I felt immediate jealousy. I just
Yeah,
got a crush on her.
I'm sure you felt jealousy that she was with a straight up nigga and she was taking all of that nigga meat. Yeah.
What's up with these setups? He's trying to set me up.
Yeah, she was taking all that nigga meat. Yeah, yeah, from a dude that sags his pants all the time
Though it's
and
unclear
can't put
exactly
a
what in case of
sentence together in correct grammar
look,
because
this is
he's
all set up. Why did
black.
they say okay? Cuz Why did they?
Uh,
Why are all these sites already set up? It's only been a couple of hours since this episode's out, and they've already got a heavy spoilers out already. They've already got ads set up for the clicks. Like this is
Because I
crazy.
want more. We want more content. This is not enough.
Yeah,
This is not
they
enough.
knew that they knew the world
This
would want
past eight
more.
weeks. This past 8 weeks went by so fast.
Okay. I'm telling you, it really did. It really felt like the series went by fast. It said, okay, hold on. It says here in the finale, Oswald Koff outplayed Sofia Gigante. He killed every member of her gang, convinced the other second in commands of the gangs of Gotham City to kill their leaders and take over, setting control to Oz, and was driving Sophia one last time, seemingly to execute. Okay. Hey, how'd you feel about how Oz had set up the second in commands to all take out their leaders? All the deputies took out the leaders in the gangs.
Yeah, yeah. Um, that's sales, right? Sales is basically finding a need out of
Mm-hmm.
someone and offering that need and telling them that you can fulfill that need. Whether you can really fulfill that need or not, it doesn't really matter. Your job is just to convince them if you can fulfill that need. That's basically sales. And so he just outsold who was already in charge. That's basically what happened, you know.
So,
And he explained that need. He explained that need when he was in the car with Sophia, driving her before he framed her. He was telling him what that guy's needs were to make him turn on her, and because he was the one that actually got to know him and
mm-hmm,
found his trigger points and found what he wanted, and he was tired of working but not being validated, not being seen, not moving up. Who wants to work for a company and never get promoted, no matter how
mm-hmm,
hard you work?
yeah,
I mean, so he gave him that opportunity, and that's all you need to offer people is you got to people care about their own needs at the end of the day, and so if you want them to be on your team, they're just not going to be on your team just because you're a nice guy, Jeff, and since you're a nice guy,
we're gonna
then
go
I'm
to
going
the
to go out my
top.
way to help you. No, I'm going to help you because you're going to fulfill a need of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I'm going to help you. You know what I mean? And that's all. That's really all of adult relationships. Like as soon as you become an adult, people are not really going to mess with you like that unless you can provide them with some sort of benefit. That goes for both men and women.
Mm. So I was
You have
thinking
to
on.
present value. You have to present
Okay,
value,
okay,
and
yeah.
that's what Penguin did. Penguin presented the value that others wasn't showing.
Mm. So what if you're right about this particular Batman? Remember you were talking about he that this Batman probably has a or Batman himself has a mindset of privilege. It doesn't really have an understanding of I don't know the struggles of all these villains or street level people that eventually becomes major villains. So when people were like, why isn't Batman around? What if this particular Batman doesn't really pay attention to the hood in Gotham and he waits for Commissioner Gordon to signal him for help?
Well, I think the Batman Part One explored that. So, like, if you remember when he was first going through Selena Kyle's apartment, he saw that she had a bunch of like light payments or electrical payments that were behind, and he couldn't understand. If you saw the look on his face, it was like as if he was trying to wonder why she wasn't paying her bills.
Okay. So
like,
look, so look, so look, so look. So
like,
bat. So when people say I don't understand this show and I don't understand why Batman it hasn't shown up yet. What if Batman just continued to do rich ass shit during this whole time and Commissioner Gordon? I mean, nobody has. I mean, well, he's not even commissioner right now. But the bag signal hasn't came up yet at all because technically, has any of these crimes been caught? Has any crime been caught? or
Well,
investigated?
I'm surprised that he. It was like, well, they just now put up the sign just at the end of the Penguin series, so
Well, I mean,
it was like
what would
they.
they know? We haven't. The only time we seen Gotham City Police during this Penguin series was when Sophia's family.
But also, we're jumping ahead a little bit.
Okay,
So,
meaning.
well, I haven't got done explaining Batman's mindset in Batman Part One.
Oh, my fault. My fault. I apologize. I apologize. Go ahead.
So he's confused, right? Of
Mm.
why Selena Kyle's behind on payments because, like, shouldn't everybody just pay their bills? Like, does everybody have enough money to pay their bills? So, like, it's a sign of how cut off from society he really is. And the one thing that the one thing that made him do this to dress up and use his money to fight crime and to create a balance is because he really thinks that everything is out of order with the criminals because they killed his parents. And his parents being killed is the one thing in his life that went completely wrong. And so that's what made him want to do this. But in essence, since he trained his whole entire life to become this one thing, and since he was already, you see, Bruce Wayne is a recluse of the recluse of the recluse because he's already a recluse because he's super rich, and so he's already cut off from the rest of society. Now he's even a recluse because he's not even talking to other rich people because he's so focused on becoming Batman and doing this Batman thing. So he has literally no communication with nobody except for Alfred, and at half the time Alfred can't even talk to him.
And models.
Right,
So he's
right.
Tom Brady.
Right, and so he's so to himself that
Yeah.
he's so caught up in his own fight. See, what he's trying to do is he's looking for fulfillment because he feels empty inside. He feels dead. No matter how much money he has, no matter how much pussy he can go out and get, that's not going to fulfill him because he has an empty hole inside. That's why at the very beginning, when he saw that kid and that kid's dad was the mayor,
Hmm.
and the Riddler just killed the mayor. Remember when the Batman was just staring at that kid?
Yeah.
Because the Batman wasn't staring at that kid because he felt so bad for that kid. The Batman was staring at that kid because he saw that as an opportunity to fulfill the hole that's inside him. And that kid being in that moment was a reminder of that hole.
Mm.
So in his mind, he's like, okay, if I find this person, whoever did this, I can fulfill the hole that's inside me because I'm helping out this kid who is a resemblance of me.
Okay. Okay.
So he's acting out in selfish intentions, but he doesn't really know why these criminals are doing the reason why they're doing it. And so as he's moving about, he's finding out that the people that are in charge, the people that are in place, he's finding out that they're also bad guys too. So it's
Mm.
not just this cut, one size fits all. It's not like, oh, these guys are bad, and the guys who are in power and who have real jobs, they're the good people. It's no, that's not the case. And so he's slowly learning this. That's why he was like talking about, oh, I'm vengeance and all that stuff. By the end of the film, he felt stupid that he was saying that
Yeah.
because he realized that these people were out here in a corrupted world just trying to survive.
Mm.
And he really understood the reason why Riddler was doing what he was doing by the time that he reached the end of the film. And so he's
Mm.
trying to the Batman's trying to learn how the world works.
Hmm.
And that's why that's what he's trying to do. And that's why I said, like, the Joker, he understands this about Batman. And that's why Joker laughs at him.
Hmm. Okay.
And that was even shown in the deleted scene.
Yeah.
You know, uh, Joker's really smart, and he's very street smart. And Joker is somebody that we wish that we all could be. We just don't have the balls to do it.
Mm,
But who doesn't want to go and and show how corrupted everybody is and actually, kill them for it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like you got all these gangsters out in the streets selling drugs, fighting for territories, and they're made out to be the bad guy. But that's literally how America was built.
Mm.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
all they did was is that they structure government, they structure all of these organizations. They just made all this shit up and they put
You
it in
pretty much
writing.
put yourself in a
Yeah, yeah.
you play with
This really was
danger
all just made up. Yeah, it's just a
until
bunch of
you
white men that went into
protect
the
yourself.
room and made all this shit up and organized it. And they
Yeah.
organized it. They're the bigger territory. So think
Mm,
about it. They already claimed the territory without them having to actually physically shoot you in front of everybody. You see,
mm,
the small gangs, like in Chicago, they actually have to go and kill each other to fight for their territory because there's no rules and regulations that they can actually physically put down. But the
mm,
whites that already claimed the territories years ago, they boom, we just set up a pharmaceutical company. The
mm,
pharmaceutical company can claim all these drugs now, and now we don't have to. I don't have to kill you for this territory. I could just get the police now because I instated laws. The police to come out and get you, and then put you in a jail cell. But
mm.
it's all the same thing. They was
Yeah.
just the first ones to do it. So somebody like the Joker, or somebody like the Riddler, they see this. They see the red pill knowledge of all this.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Why put kids in school and not give them the real education and feed
Mm,
them lies and tell them, okay, you have to go to college, and if you do this college, we'll promise you this job that you'll magically get, and you will be able to provide for your family.
mm,
But that's not the case. You don't tell them how you don't tell kids how money really works. You don't tell them about how investments works. You don't tell them how how entrepreneurship works. And so everybody's like in this mindset of, okay, if I go to college and I get this corporate set job, but what's the corporate set job will provide me security. But how was that corporate set job started in the first place? It was started with somebody who believed in themselves and was in entrepreneurship. Oh,
mm.
but you can't go into entrepreneurship because that's scary. They come out with these stats. Only so and such businesses survive. But
Yeah.
how many people get laid off of their jobs? There's more people that get laid off of their jobs and that get fired from their jobs than people who start up businesses and failed at that. But they will
Yeah.
never tell you that. Why? Because that will free your mind.
Yeah.
They want to create slaves of the mind. The system wants to create slaves of the mind. There was a quote from Gandhi. He said that Gandhi said when he was in prison, he served his time, he never felt freer because he freed his mind.
Mm-hmm.
People know this. People in power knows this, and so they institutionalize all this stuff. That's why right now the Democrats are still saying their same old rhetoric. They're saying, "Oh, people voted for Trump because they hate women. Oh, people voted for Trump because they're racism. They want to see blacks in the and they want to see blacks incarcerated, or they want slavery to come back again." They're going. The Democrats are going extra hard now, and they're feeding like your friend Bundle all of this crap, and they actually believe all this stuff. But all of this is just trying to have control because what the Democrats want is that they want the votes, and they're trying to instill fear in people so they can stay on their side. Trump is saying, "Hey, I'm trying to give you opportunity here, but you're going to have to work for it." That's racism. We got to work for it. you, you know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
the Democrats try to use the slavery of their mindset in order for their advantage. They want those illegals here for their votes. They want a communist society. That's what they're trying to fight for. They want a communist society.
Yeah.
But they want to fool people in thinking this. And I noticed that it's the older people, the ones that's older than us, that are fooled in this democratic rhetoric.
Hmm. Well,
But
I mean, just like you said, they use racism to do it. You know, they see the slightest bit if they feel any inclination to for white supremacy. It's not. I'm not going to deny that it does exist, but I mean, how effective it is in society. I mean, you know, it almost scares them in out of motivation. It takes away the
because the
inspiration.
thing is that because
But you know,
Trump
but
had,
hold on, but because this is a penguin string.
but it goes, but even though this is a penguin stream, I'm going into the mindset
Okay, okay, yeah, okay,
how
we're here,
and
we're here.
and the mindset of these criminals. You see, these criminals are not really criminals. These criminals these criminals are just people who just figure out that the system is rigged, and
Yeah, yeah.
so Gotham is just a reflection of what's going on in real life.
Okay.
That's why somebody like Matt Reeves is trying to go for realism because it's so easy to do that. Because
Mm,
Gotham and what happens in Gotham is a direct reflection on what goes on in the United States of America.
mm,
Batman is slowly realizing this because he was thought that the people that was trying to break against the system were the bad people.
mm,
Now he's finding out that he's not. And so I think the reason why the Batman didn't show up through all of these bombings, like Sophia bombing
yeah.
the middle of what was that place in Gotham called? Did they ever say
I think that was Crown Point.
Crown Point? That he didn't know because I think Batman is doing some hard reflection. Because at the
Mm,
end of it, he's questioning why was he doing this in the first place. I think he feels like a
mm.
damn fool.
But okay, okay. I also okay. So, but you still didn't answer my question or give me your opinion on okay. Why do you think they haven't shot up the back signal at all? Why? What would trigger them to shoot the back signal up now?
I think something bigger happened.
Hmm.
I think something bigger just happened. So like maybe it's that's like a Mr. Freeze type of thing or something else.
Okay.
But Penguin set up his empire, so he has so he's the top dog now. But maybe yeah maybe something was happened. But eventually the two will meet in some sort of conflict once Penguin steps out of bounds. Uh,
But what? Well, I mean, what if that same night Sophia gets broken out by Selena and they go to the old church and then they go to the old church and then
I would still need to break her out of Arkham. That'd be a tough thing to do.
I mean she is a jewel thief, but I mean anything can happen.
Yeah, I would like to see how she does that. I mean, I'm sure you could write it some sort of way, but that'd
Hmm.
be a hard thing to pull off, unless you kind of do like some sort of I don't know, like what's Harley Quinn's team called? Um,
Not the Suicide Squad.
no, not the Suicide Squad. It's like
Uh,
really hard. It's like
oh, the Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey. So unless you do something to where Harley Quinn is her psychiatrist, and then she becomes Harley Quinn, but then she's like incognito as Dr. Quinzel, and then but Harley Quinn and Catwoman is really a team with Sophia, and they become the Birds of Prey. I can kind of see that happening.
Or
That would actually be a pretty dope. That
some
would be a
kind of
dope
faction.
series.
Yeah, yeah, some kind of faction or group developing through this.
Yeah, that'd be a dope series, a Birds of Prey series, and all the members is Catwoman, Sophia, Harley Quinn, and I guess you could put in Poison Ivy in there somehow too. Yeah,
But only thing I will have to be like slightly objective to that idea is I don't think Matt Reeves or Gunn like is trying to speed up the development of this series. Like based off of the Batman film itself, it didn't feel rushed. The plot didn't feel rushed. It didn't feel like it was condensed. I feel I don't think that there was if it's a TV show maybe, but they may not
yeah, that's
develop
what I'm talking
them.
about as a TV show. I'm not saying
Yeah.
put
Okay.
put
Okay. Yeah.
the
Yeah. I
Batman
could see
too.
that. Yeah.
I so the Batman Part One, the Penguin, when you talk about the psychology behind it, as I'm comparing the real world and the mindset of the criminals and breaking through the system, I
Mm.
think that this is some of the best Batman content that we ever gotten. Was
Ever.
with this series and the Batman Part One.
Gotham wasn't bad, but Gotham wasn't really like canon to anything we've seen before. But I thought Gotham was cool.
It's not, but it's not up to this level.
Oh yeah, it's not. It's not. No, no. I'm not comparing. I'm saying like before this, I would say Gotham had some developments that we've never seen before. But then yeah, this took the
Yeah,
cake.
but and during that time period, though, we didn't think that they could come up with something this good with
Yeah,
Gotham going on. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I didn't think that this would be possible.
yeah,
I never thought that this would be possible at all.
yeah.
You know,
Sure.
and now that they got it, I want more of it. Like I want more spinoffs.
Yeah.
I want more Batman movies. And I kind of wish that I was like a super powerful billionaire. I would have a sit down with James Gunn, and I would say, hey, whatever thing that you got going on with Batman that you wouldn't want to plan on doing with your own Batman, fuck that. Just put the focus all on this.
Mm-hmm.
We already got two successful things.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just build this up, focus on
Mm-hmm.
this, and then we can collide this with maybe your Superman or whatever. You know what I mean? That's what I want because really there's no need for you to find an older Batman because you're trying to have a young Superman. So uh, uh, Twilight guy, I keep forgetting his real name.
I mean,
Uh,
he's doing his thing.
he's
Period.
already young. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
young.
he's doing his thing.
So I don't know. I just think that this is so good. I don't think that James Gunn can come up with something that's going to be as good as this. He'll
Mm.
come up with some good entertainment. They'll be like, "Yay, we saw the Superman movie. That was a nice time," but it ain't gonna give us the feeling like this is giving us.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, this human connection. But you know what? You know, this particular woman is writing most of this script, and she tries to implement like both sides of emotion and both characters' opinions and thoughts and mindsets. And most of the time, when it comes to these films, we don't get to think to like even fathom what a villain is thinking or make decisions and are challenged. Both characters are normally challenged. It's normally a one-sided entertainment. It's almost like a specific character is meant to entertain us over the cast. I mean, let's think about it. This entire series, like we really got into the minds of trying to contemplate what's consciously on Victor's mind, what's consciously on Sophia's mind. Did you feel like that with anything else James Gunn has ever done?
No, but to be fair, he didn't really have the time. Like
Mm,
you have the time to do this, you know, with 8 episodes, and each episode's over an hour long. So you have the time to do that. But as well as you could say that when they made the Batman, that was the first film that I felt like it was for the Batman.
mm,
So in essence, I felt like Matt Reeves actually cared about the character of the Batman and the lore of the Batman, and
mm.
so it wasn't um, what's the guy who plays Bat? I keep forgetting his name.
Patterson.
Okay, Patterson. It wasn't Batman being portrayed as Patterson. It was Patterson actually becoming Batman and
Mm,
actually allowing him to be Batman. When, as far as what they do over at the MCU, they have Spider-Man being portrayed as Tom Holland. They care about more. The Disney and Marvel, they care more about Tom Holland, Spider-Man being Tom Holland, than they care about Tom Holland becoming Spider-Man.
mm-hmm,
So when they do that, like they'll have Spider-Man swing for 5 seconds, then he'll land, then he'll take off the mask because they want you to be a reminder. Hey, it's me, Tom Holland. So it's okay. This is not actually Spider-Man. This is just me just trying to sell you Tom Holland. And then he'll do his Tom
mm-hmm.
Holland thing and all that stuff. That's why I hate the Tom Holland movies because I don't. When I read the comic book, when I read a Spider-Man comic book, and I put it down and I turn on a Tom Holland Spider-Man film, it's completely different. I feel like I'm just watching Spider-Man being portrayed as Tom Holland. They might as well just call the movie Tom
Tom
Holland
Holland.
Coming Home. Tom
Well, I mean,
Holland,
you could
and
have that. You could have that argument like a whole bunch. I mean, this it's like there are a lot of characters. Oh, by the way, earlier in this stream, I want to know your opinion on this actor that plays Victor Aguilar. How do you feel about him playing a live action Miles Morales?
oh, that's a horrible casting.
Horrible casting. Okay.
Yeah, you want to get somebody that's kind of like who's kind of like the Miles Morales from the Into the Spider
Okay.
Verse films.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to get somebody like that that's cool that got like some swag,
You think he's swagless?
huh?
You think he's swagless? I mean, he did kind of play a weenie in this, but did he
Yeah, but
typecast himself as a
he's just not
weenie?
that good looking. He's not that good looking of a guy.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? You know, like the Spider Verse Miles Morales. He's a good looking guy. You know what I mean? He's
Okay.
got some swag. He kind of reminds me uh of what was that singer from the
Do you
Goofy
think he
movie?
could just be acting?
Power
Do you,
something?
do you think he could just be acting? Do you think that could be transformed? Or are you saying
Nah,
that he
it's
doesn't
too
have it?
far. It's too far. You got to cast the right person.
Okay.
You know, that's kind of like um I don't know. You gotta like Colin Farrell was made to be the Penguin. It was perfect casting. You know, it's
Because
like you
Into
gotta
the
find
Spider Verse,
somebody.
Miles Morales to me didn't have a lot of swag. He was like a teenager who didn't find himself and had insecurities. Or
I'm
you
talking about the
listening?
second one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the first one, yes, yeah, the first one, but the second one, he becomes more of a man. You know, especially if you compare the sequel to the Spider-Man games and that Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
That Miles Morales is a fucking weenie.
Mm-hmm.
Ganky. Like that's all
Mm-hmm.
he just cries the whole entire time. I can't stand game verse Miles Morales. Like the
Mm-hmm.
gayest version of Spider Man.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So how far do you think Penguin's going to go into these politics? Like I like he's obviously going to probably what? How? Yeah, yeah. Like, is he going to try to run for mayor? Like the Batman
Oh
Returns?
yeah, you try to dude, because I don't like I
Like,
don't
like,
like stealing
like, like,
elements
like.
from past movies.
But okay. Or do you think they're going to give us something like that? Because look.
You
He's
keep
getting
going
into
back to that.
politics.
You want the sequel to be take place during Christmas time. You want Oswald to be running for mayor. Like damn, Jeff, you basically want Batman Returns, but you want it in 2025.
No, no,
I
I
mean
didn't. I did.
2026.
I didn't say that's what I wanted. What I'm basically saying is okay. Batman's going to arrive in this sequel. Penguin's going to be there. If Penguin's supposed to be cleaning himself up and getting involved in politics, what kind of threatening things is Penguin about to do? Because most of all the gangs are gone. They're all aligned with him, so he's going to be able to protect them. Like,
Yeah, so if he gets involved with some form of politics, then yes, his operations is going to be secure. So that's
yeah,
kind of like a kingpin move, right?
yeah,
That's like what the
yeah.
kingpin
That's I
does
mean
in Marvel.
that's like I wasn't trying to like do Batman Returns. I'm just like, okay, he's into politics. Do you think he has not shown any signs of being a stagnant person? If he wants to step in that realm, he's probably going to go to the top for that too.
We'll see, but I don't know if he'll make that move. It seems like he's pretty content where he's at right now.
I mean, he just his mom just died and he just danced with her. But I mean,
I mean, she's not dead; she's just not
well, she's a
functional.
vegetable. Yeah, she's a vegetable. Yeah.
Yeah, but how much of a vegetable she is, I don't know because she shed a tear. So there's
Mm.
part of her that knows what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, there's a part of her that knows what's going on. But that whole entire scene of when Sophia was making Oswald tell the truth, or at least her attempt on telling her the truth, and then the mom just admitted, "Hey, I know what you did, and I hate you for it." That scene was powerful.
I thought it was three
but
quarters. Yeah.
it also revealed how selfish the penguin was, and it was like, yeah, like that was evidence that the penguin didn't care about his mom per se. He just care. He has like this attachment that only serves him, and he believes in this lie that he didn't kill his brother so much that I think that he been telling himself that for years, that he actually believes it.
Mm.
And so it's he has the story of him saving his mother from this world and from his brothers, that he views himself as this hero, but that's not the case at all. You know.
He's selfish, but he's selfish, but he also doesn't want. It hurts him just to see his mom unhappy, and he doesn't want to share. He's like obsessed. Yeah, he's not going to even with his own siblings.
Yeah, but his mom was about to get his finger cut off. She was about if she didn't say if she didn't step up and say anything, she was gonna lose that finger.
Yeah, yeah.
So how much I don't think that that shows that Cobblepot really cares about his mom, at least not in the
Mm.
right way.
He wasn't gonna. Yeah, that's true.
So he was not going to say it. He was not going to say it. You know, and the
It.
sad thing is that he thinks that that her being in that penthouse was going to finally bring him the validation. The only thing that was going to bring him the validation from his mother was him telling the truth when he had the chance, and
Mm.
he failed to do that. And so
Mm.
he thinks that he has to do this great thing, but all he had to do was that one simple thing, and that was to tell the truth. But
Mm.
you can't handle the truth.
Dang near though, right? Yeah.
Hmm.
But I like this series, man. I wouldn't mind watching it again. Try and point out some names that's been called periodically through this series.
Yeah.
I think that of the norm, I personally feel, my opinion, that all these shows that do breakdowns, the new rock stars and heavy spoilers, they are getting this content so fast. I want to think that there's something that we're probably missing from this series that'll have a lot more answers for us
Hmm.
for this Batman sequel.
Hmm.
I don't think it's just over with just yet. Something we missed out on. But New Rockstars hasn't came out yet, so they normally do probably do the best justice. Um, well, cuz, is there anything you want to implement?
No, no, I think this is pretty cool exploring the villains and their stories, seeing their point of views, seeing how messed up they are. That's why I think it'll be pretty cool for them to do the Joker series. But to do the Joker series right, I would like to see what happened between him and the Batman. I think
Hmm.
that they should start off the series with that, and then you put him in Arkham. So like the first four episodes can literally be the prequel to the Batman, and then the
Hmm.
next four episodes you see him in Arkham and whatever he has to do in Arkham, you know, politic or whatever, and try to find his way out and escape. I think that would be the best way to do the series, but it's a long shot because you will have to put Patterson in the series, and that's breaking the fourth wall. That's breaking their made up rules in their mind, and I don't know if they're going to be willing to do that. But if somehow, some way, some executive, some person is watching this stream, do it. You will not lose money. You will gain money. Do it. You will provide such fan service. You will make gold that the fans will follow you to the end of time, and they will give you their money. But in order for them to give you their money, all you have to do is go to work. It's not simple. I'm not asking you guys do like Amazon type jobs where you gotta pick up boxes, ship boxes, you gotta move a certain, you gotta move all fast and shit and hard labor. You're creating, you're having fun. Create, have some fun, and we will give you your money. Just do the work in a
Mhm.
timely manner. Don't worry about, oh,
You're
well, the
asking for so much right now.
don't worry about, oh, we just finished up with the Penguins, so we have to give the audience 6 months or we have to give the audience 12.
Why
No,
should I wait? I'm an American.
we want content now. We live in a fast content world
Hey,
now. We don't need to wait.
what if they didn't cancel that Asylum series that they were rumoring to be developing? What if they're just adding on to and improving it because they didn't think this Penguin series was going to be a success?
Yeah, with the Asylum series, it all depends on what you do with it. The Penguin's kind of straightforward. You kind of know what you're going to get.
I hope it
The
doesn't get
Asylum,
redundant because something has to happen outside of the asylum as well. It can't just be asylum shit going on.
I just want more. I don't know. I want more content.
Okay.
Asylum series, Catwoman series, Two Face series. I want more content.
Okay. Okay. Respectfully, I
Ent-
got you.
Entertain me, satisfy me, and Sophia, you can satisfy me too.
All right, make sure y'all hit that like button. We gladly would appreciate. We would gladly appreciate it. I'm way past my bedtime.
And if anybody will be kindly enough, send a super chat. Send a send a super chat. Come on, somebody's got to be watching. Anybody's watching? Is anybody out there? Can you hear me? Is anybody out there? Can you hear me? Whoa, whoa.
Thank you guys for
Whoa.
watching. We also had a. If you weren't didn't watch the stream before, we also did a episode 7 review. If you guys got any assumptions or anything you'd like to include in this stream, feel free to hit the comment box. Hit the subscribe button as well. We'll probably be doing more content, or if there's anything you want us to cover, I'll be gladly to do so. My name is Jay Leno. This is my cousin Derek. We're out.